This is a DNA sequencer. During a starship's travels, many different organisms and artifacts are discovered, and a DNA sequencer can come in quite handy in analyzing them. But mostly it just gets used to make sure the food replicators are working properly, and not brewing up anything that might hatch and grow inside you, for instance. Stella is getting treatment for her back injury. You should be ashamed of yourself for jumping on her like that, you baby. Jabba is an interesting-looking fellow. That is, if you think a melted purple marshmallow with an internal skeleton is interesting. He's the main research attendant here in the sickbay. It's the keyboard for the DNA sequencer. Many things rest on the center console. Most of them are merely non-functional screen dressing. Pretty cool looking, eh? This is one of the control panels for the biofeed scanner above the medibunk. Skilled personnel know how to properly operate this, which means you should leave it alone. Apparently the doctor is way busy as he completely ignores you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco. The sequencer is for use by trained personnel only. Obviously, you don't fit that description. I'm afraid I can't allow you to use it.
Come on, Jabba, be a pal. Who'll know?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco. It's a StarCon regulation.
Peace, Jabba. Who's gonna know? Let me try this one thing. I'll be out of your way. No one will find out.
I don't know, Mr. Wilco. I'm not one to break regulations. I really don't think it's a good idea.
I swear, it'll only take a minute. We're out in the middle of nowhere. No one will find out. And I'll tell you what, anytime you want it, one free plunge job, day or night. What do you say?
Well, I don't know.
It'll only take a minute or two, really. Come on, Jabba, be a pal.
Well, okay, but just this once. If anyone finds out I'm sunk, then I'll come looking for you to take it out on. Keep that in mind.
No problem. I'll be done in a flash.
I really don't know why I'm doing this.
It's your standard DNA sequence. It's your standard DNA. You summon the ability to leave it alone. Don't touch that. We don't know where you've been. It wouldn't be prudent to do that at this. This is the sick bay. All ill or injured crew members are brought here for treatment. It seems everyone in a red shirt ends up in here eventually, or at least what's left of them. As in all locations aboard the deep ship 86, a compost is located here. Ever since stairs were banned during the Ford administration, composts have been a necessity. That's delightful. It wouldn't be prudent.
Neat. I've always wanted to try one of these on the compost. Oh, hi, Stellar. I hope your back's feeling better.
They just finished treating me, and it is starting to feel better. However, I was told to lay off rescuing people for a while, especially you. So, did you have any luck?
I got some information from the sample I ran through the DNA sequencer. When I tried it, all I got was a name. All it said after that was that the file is closed. I wonder why that is.
I don't know for sure, Roger, but it seems a bit suspicious. When a file is marked like that, there's usually a very good reason. Most frequently, it indicates a file is closed for intelligence purposes, or it's legally sealed by some judicial body. In the case of those tubs of guts that grabbed you, I'd have to say it's not a government agency directly behind it. It sounds more like someone with access from the outside to a friend or two inside. A more paranoid person might say this smells way wrong.
Then again, when did you last change your socks?
If the files are sealed, then we have nothing to go on.
True. The only thing I can think of is that they may be accessible by jacking into cyberspace. I've never done it, but I know it can be done.
So I guess this means you won't be trying it first. I'd love to try it, but I can't since we don't know how.
Well, actually, I read it can be done with the help of a cyber jack and headset and a cyberspace jack interface module. The article said there are several things to access out there and that there's a vast library of files to browse. It said that the Information Superhighway project is a little behind schedule, but that there are some operative areas. Other than that, I don't have a clue as to how we can gain any information about them.
So you think this cyberspace thing could work?
Well, I can only tell you what I've read. Navigating it takes a little patience, but I think it's the only option you have. I don't know if you'll locate a cyberjack and headset. Because of the delays in the project, they've become more like collector's items than marketable, functionable products.
We do have cyberjack modules built into the compost.
That's true. Of course, we won't know anyway without the jack.
That bites. I wonder where we could find one of those.
I wish I knew, Roger. There must be some place.
Attention! We are now orbiting the Delta Berxilon 5 colony as requested by StarCon. Most of you know your assignments as they have been broadcast to your composts. Please represent StarCon properly. Kilbasa, out.
You better get moving since you don't know yet what your assignment is. I have some checking around to do. We'll talk later.
Thanks, Stellar. I'll see you soon. Maybe we can work in that dinner.
This is a Beetlejuice clamoring hagfish fern. You've tried everything you could think of to get it back to health. Unfortunately, all you could think of to do was to stand over it and say, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. You had tickets to see Quasar live in concrete with Beatrice. That was before you got busted back down to janitor and assigned to this dad-blasted floating heck hole of a mother-talking spaceship. A note, this game has scrupulously avoided any rough language that would result in having to be rated as an adults-only computer or video game by the Game Censorship Board of the U.S. Senate Subcommittee. You've got a Quattrozevi portable quartz heater set up in here. Your kitchen is in here, complete with garbage disposal, solid waste regenerator, and cockroaches. Your quarters are cozy and intimate, yet spacious. That's one of the advantages of living in a converted cargo hold. Your kitchen is in here. Holy cow! It's your Golden Mop Award for your feats of daring do in Space Quest 1. You saw this detailed die-cast model of an early StarCon Solar Scout in Milky Way today, StarCon's in-flight magazine. It seemed like a great investment at the time. You glance in the mirror. For a moment, you can almost see a silk-clad brunette overacting in a stone tower. This poor dresser hasn't worked right since they halted on board. Wait, were you looking at yourself or at the bureau? Well, same message either way.
Kryptonite lamp. Sapping. Power. Must replace bulb. Some day.
This headboard contains vital function telemetry modules, full spectrum illumination, and as the ultimate in high-tech entertainment, an 8-track player with quadraphonic sound. Boy, nothing beats being part of an advanced civilization. Why do all these starships come with shimmery sheets? What's so futuristic and wonderful about shimmery sheets? They wake you up at night. They're cold and slippery. And the worst thing is getting up every morning with sequins imprinted all over your face. What's up with that? That's odd. You don't remember having a second pair of pants? Maybe you've got an evil twin from a parallel universe walking around the ship naked. These are your boots. Wait a second, you're already wearing your boots. Your quarters are cozy and intimate, yet spacious. That's one of the advantages. You've been meaning to do this laundry for several months. Now it's permanently stuck to the floor. Your quarters are... That's one of the advantages. Say it's the old hint book you found in the bargain bin at the software store in Space Quest 4. Wow, it's the old translating gadget you used to communicate with the subterranean alien back on the planet Corona in Space Quest 1. Too bad they don't make those little dilithium watch batteries anymore. Your quarters, that's one of the... These chairs have been thoughtfully provided by ship services so that you can sit at your table and work. You wonder what it feels like to sit in them. These chairs have been thoughtfully... You wonder... Whoa, it's the Star Generator remote control you found aboard the Sarian ship during Space Quest 1. Wow, it's your official employment rejection letter from Sierra Online at the end of Space Quest 3. It just says, not a chance, and it's signed by Ken Williams. Hey, here's that pack of matches you stole from the Yulin Splats bar when you returned to Space Quest 1 during the time travel sequence in Space Quest 4. Looky, it's your old Labion Terror Beast mating whistle from Space Quest 2. This table is supposed to be used for paperwork and gracious dining. Since you do neither, you found it makes a great place to stash all this junk you've collected over the years. Hey, it's the Pocket Pal terminal you filched from an abandoned land speeder on Xenon during Space Quest 4. The Pocket Pal will be of no use to you whatsoever. It's AC, and the ship is DC. You never learned how to work these controls. That's why you keep everything that should be in the closet scattered around the room. You've never once sat down at this table, and you're not about to start now.